with Leighton here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, let's switch. You sit here, okay? So, we know that at the bottom of this page we have appassionato, quartet. So we're going for that particular measure, which is measure 21. What you should be doing, you should be starting to the crescendo and not diminuendo the previous two measures, and you should also gradually intensify. Because you did the opposite, so it defeats the purpose of. We've been playing it very light and sweetly and very expressively, and we have to now go towards here, right?
Yeah.
So start less. Continue. And then when you hang on that fermata, then you're gonna go subito, and then here, don't do any more ritenutas. The ritenuta is over. We're in tempo in measure 22, right? Okay. So start somewhere prior to that. This way. Okay, that missing G sharp. Yeah. But look, the one thing that you don't want to do when you're playing appassionato, which is passionately and loudly, is to play without any type of flexibility in your arm. Because if you don't bend your arm when you're playing these, they become, which is very percussive, and the sound is not so good. But you can be loud, but you have to be expressive. And also, I need you to make sure that you don't miss the G sharp on the bottom and measure 19, okay?
Okay.
All right. increase the volume, not decrease it. Okay, let's practice the left hand a little more. Bass. Okay, watch this. You don't want the pinky to be round. You want it to be flat. And you have to be diagonal to the key because you don't want to slide off. So B flat. B flat again. Flat finger this way. Next flat. You see? You go across it. And then again B flat. C. Okay? Let's try it. So again, put it across the key this way. But don't jump over it. Legato. Another bass. Move your wrist. Okay, couple more times, alright? Left hand. Can you treat it more like a melody? And now I want you to play and remember what we talked about. You have to move your forearm. Right, I'm going to show you so you see it on camera. So look. Right? So you want to be sure that the arm is not stuck in one spot, right? That you can move it around. And especially when you're going towards the crescendo, you see you have to extend and continue that movement as you're holding it. Otherwise it's not going to sound good. So you can't just limit it to this.
Yeah.
You gotta
do the whole thing.
Do the arm, right. That's better. Let's try it again. Okay, can you go slower? And hover over it like a hawk. Extend your arm. You can just be here. long, okay? You cannot use just the forearm. That's the thing about Liszt and Chopin. You have to use the entire arm and even the shoulder and even the back. So you have to feel the full length of your arms, and you have to, because you have such a big span right here, right? So you're basically using the entire keyboard.
Yeah.
Just like 88 keys. If you just open up your arms and try to stretch to this side and this side at the same time, can you reach?
Yeah.
There. Okay, so do you feel the length of it?
Yeah.
Okay, so the same thing happens when you go across the keyboard right here, for example. You're gonna start on that F, and you're gonna go all the way to here. So basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 octaves. You're covering in one measure.
Okay.
Do you see what's happening? Okay, so you have to think broader and much longer distances in your arms. You can just limit the forearm to going from here to here. You can do this. You can circle this way or this way. Okay? But you cannot just go like that. Okay, let's try it again from the C. You got that. Now look at this. What's happening here? You cannot. Okay, it says marcata, but you cannot overdo it, because when you're overdoing this, it becomes heavy, right? And it becomes too choppy. So you need. Because we think, okay, we have to be legato, but it's impossible to be legato right here. So what you need to do is just you need to let go. Right away. So while this hand is going down like this, low, this hand is going the other way. It's doing this motion.
I got you.
Right? Another reason why you don't need to try to be so hard to be loud is because you are already in a very low register of the piano, and you have 4-note chords, okay? Compared to that.
Yeah.
So if you start to try to be even more loud, it's gonna feel forced. You don't want to be forced. You don't want to feel forced. You don't want to make it sound like it's forced. You need. Okay, so if pretend you're holding one big, like let's say it's a beach ball right there. Okay, could you do this? Could you open your arms like this? Show me like what the circle, like this.
Yeah.
Hold it. Okay, big. Okay, do you see this like this circle, right? So when you're playing this, you have to feel the volume of this whole thing underneath your arms. Do you see? Like your arms are resting, like you're holding the world in your arms, not in your hands, in your arms. So don't force. That's enough sound. You don't need more sound here. This is not fortissimo. The fortissimo. Where is the fortissimo? The fortissimo. Where do we see 2 fourths? We don't see 2 fourths here, no. Well, the only time is here. When you first start. And again, put your hand on the side. And then you gave it a start. You don't need to keep forcing it anymore. And then you go. There's so many notes sounding at the same time that if you just try to do it enforce it, it sounds heavy and it sounds, doesn't sound right. Doesn't sound musical, it just sounds like, like a rock slide. You don't want a rock slide, you want a beautiful, full sound. You never want to go down and just stay down like that, because the sound continues and you have to anticipate the next sound by continuously moving your arm to the next note, whether it's this way, whichever way you're going. But you don't want to be stationary. Okay?
Wait, can I quickly see if anyone's joined?
Okay.
Oh my gosh, we have 9 people.
9 people. Okay.
Hey, guys, comment.
Comments. Okay. All right.
Famous.
Okay. All right. Well, let's continue. These videos usually gain a lot more views after they've already been posted. So. Okay. All right. So especially with these types of pieces.
Wait, are we gonna print the other piece?
Yeah, we're gonna print the other piece, but right now we still have 20 more minutes. So I want you to get that concept down right here, and I want you to wait, and I want you to try to really envision, let's say, a conductor. The conductor who's going to be conducting this is they're going to be presenting a grand sound. It's not going to be this.
Yeah, it's going to be big.
It's going to be big, right? Okay. So the big sound comes from using bigger parts of your arm, not just the hand, not just the forearm, not just the shoulder, but the entire thing. But it has to all happen organically, okay. Right? So you want to feel the movements in your arms, almost like you have these big giant wings.
Okay.
Think of that, and sometimes you need to distance yourself from the piano, sometimes you have to go closer to the piano. That's why sometimes I'm just moving you back, and sometimes I'm trying to get you to go closer.
Okay.
So, can you try from here and take your time on this, don't force the left hand, and just go down, extend. That was so much better. Yeah, try it one more time. But look, think about it when you play at home.
I will.
Find even better.
It's
just like this. Right. Just don't go down. Go. Okay. On the way up, you go ta-ta. Okay, wherever you want to go. If you fell out.
Okay.
Alright, so increase. Okay, can you go from the top?
Can I go from here?
Yes. Go Open your space. And now don't do crescendo yet. Open to the side. Wings. Now more. And now stay upright. Okay, listen, that's pretty good. But what you need to do here is accelerando. You go and so you start in quiet, and you're going up with a little crescendo. So it's not even, it says accelerando. I wasn't even looking at the music. But accelerando, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So you start here, open, and then start quiet, slow, and then don't accelerate too much. Do you understand?
Yes.
So you go out, and then you go.
We lost so many people. We have 5.
Okay, don't worry about that.
What? Wait, did anyone comment, guys? Oh my god. Someone said hi.
Hi.
Okay, hi. Wait.
Okay, look. We need to change the pedal. We don't change it just.